What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MULN stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we get there. I will also show you why this asset has this massive spike in its price and in volume and why it returned to the levels where it started. Then we'll continue with the fundamental news, and I have to say that for now we have several news that might be considered as a bullish news on Mullen, but in general nothing has changed fundamentally. And at the end of this video I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point, and I've told you that this asset reached again the range of about 8 cents price point. And probably it might be the range of resistance, because in the long-term perspective this asset is nothing else but an empty company that is pretending to be an auto manufacturer, and fundamentally they cannot produce any vehicles at all. They have just leftovers from their recent acquisitions that were made at the end of 2022, and they are trying to resell these vehicles right now. On top of that, they have some bold statements that they will receive a huge $10 billion contract from Saudi Arabia in order to deliver the EMM black boxes, so-called magic boxes in my opinion. As you can see, since I made my previous video, this asset is pretty much in sideways movement. It doesn't have major movement to the upside or to the downside, but right here during latest session it has this type of quite harsh movement to the upside and harsh rejection. So what was the reason of this spike in its price? In my opinion, it was news that was filed just yesterday, that Mullen announces 1,000 vehicle order received from Randy Marion Automotive Group for Class 3 EV cab chassis trucks. And I will cover this news a bit later, but for now let me show you other news that were published on May the 1st. First of all, this one. UNC Charlotte places second fleet order for Mullen EV cargo vans for university campus use. And here's this news in details. As you can see right here, the UNC Charlotte will begin taking delivery of an additional 8 Mullen EV cargo vans. This is the second vehicle order for UNC Charlotte, with a total of 15 vehicles to be utilized across the university's campus. So, 15 vehicles in total, with the bold statement that they will deliver up to 6,000 vehicles, because as you can see on December 14th they stated that Mullen receives purchase order from Randy Marion Automotive Group for 6,000 Class 1 EV cargo vans. And it was very loud statement, and from 6,000 vehicles they just delivered 15 vehicles, and it is just a drop in an ocean. And you might argue that this is only the beginning of their sales, and I have to say that yes, probably they will deliver even more vehicles, because right now Randy Marion has about 300 vehicles. Let me show you this article. It was published on Reddit thread related to Mullen just 2 months ago. Aerial imagery of Randy Marion fleet indicates 300 ELMS EV vans have been sitting on the lot for well over a year. So Randy Marion has a lot of former ELMS vans, and they cannot sell 0 of them. As you can see, they have a demand problem, 250 sitting available on Randy Marion's lot today. And right now, because of the acquisition of ELMS by Mullen, Mullen has all the responsibility for these vehicles. And you might argue, but why in the world Mullen should have a responsibility for these vehicles? Let me show you this agreement. This is an official press release that describes the relationships in between ELMS and Randy Marion. And all of their vehicles, all of ELMS vehicles that were sent to Randy Marion is not the vehicles that were actually sold. Because ELMS and right now Mullen has an option to buy back all of their unsold vehicles. That is why it is just a bold and misleading statement that Randy Marion will have major sales for Mullen Automotive. On top of that, right now, we have absolutely the same agreement in between Randy Marion and Mullen. And let me show you this. Repurchase of vehicles. Dealer will endeavor to extend practicable considering all relevant factors to sell and deliver all Mullen products and services that are ordered by the dealer. At the dealer's discretion, any new products less than 500 miles not sold by dealer after a period of 12 months can be returned to Mullen at original pricing. This means all of these statements that they will deliver up to 6,000 vehicles is just bold and misleading statements, and it cannot be the driver of the price of Mullen. On top of that, let me show you the latest news that was the real catalyst for this asset, and by itself it is quite good news because order for 100 vehicles is a very good fundamental news, but in general, these vehicles should also be delivered under the same circumstances, under the same conditions. And that is why, first of all, they have a lot of issues to produce these vehicles. Because for now, let me show you the official statement from David Michery. David Michery also announced this news. He made a retweet from Mullen Automotive. But again, he closed all the comments on this tweet. And he is afraid of something, and definitely we have to be very cautious because of that. But let me show you the Mullen Automotive original tweet that also was published on May the 2nd about this new contract for $63 million. And right here you can read a lot of comments, and these people who invested in Mullen have a lot of doubts that about the potential of producing of these vehicles, because for now we have zero pictures of their assembly lines, and definitely the beginning of production of a new vehicle is a very expensive and a very long process. And to start these deliveries, to start this production, for example, Lucid, during the first 4 months, almost 4 months, they delivered only 125 Lucid Airs. And let me remind you that at the moment of the beginning of the deliveries, they had more than $3.5 billion of free cash invested by the Saudi Arabia fund. And it was the real money that was disclosed in their earnings report. And despite this fact, they could deliver only 125 vehicles. This means this contract for 1,000 vehicles might be another bold and misleading statement. And that is why, in my opinion, this movement to the upside will not have the trend continuation. So, let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deeper right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, what should we expect next? As you can see, we are 9 minutes on the pre-market trading, and we already have this small movement to the upside, and then we have a rejection. And in my opinion, because of the range of resistance that previously was the range of support from this bottom, and we already hit it twice, right here and right here. And we had the false breakout on the news of the 1,000 trucks delivery. We have more chances to see the lower price targets on Mullen. And I have to say that fundamentally, this asset doesn't worth your attention, because in general, they cannot produce any vehicles. And as I stated in my previous video, I've told you that if you think that this asset doesn't worth your attention, please hit the like button. Otherwise, if you think that I don't know nothing about their perspectives and their potential, hit dislike button. And let me show you the results. Right here, the previous video was made on May the 1st, and I have 60 likes and 17 dislikes. So 3-to-1 ratio, more than 3-to-1. For the people who think that this asset doesn't worth your attention in the long and even in the short-term perspective, and only 17 people think that this asset will skyrocket. And this is the real unbiased results of this so-called poll. And if you like my video, if you like the information that I provide you on a daily basis, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell, and drop me a line in the comment section. What do you expect from Mullen in the near-term perspective? And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only